Hello and welcome to Basketball with Steve. In today's video, we will be discussing the top 10 scorers of the 2000s.
Comes Mcgrady. Oh, he just sucked the gravity right out of the building. It's over, ladies and gentlemen.
This list is restricted to players who have played at least 5 years within this time frame of 2000 to 2010. So without further ado, let's begin. Ray Allen.
Ray Allen driving past Armstrong. The jam over McGrady.
He played for the Milwaukee Bucks, the Seattle Supersonics, and the Boston Celtics during this 10-year period. He's considered one of the best shooters in NBA history, and in his prime, he would destroy ankles, drive by defenders for the dunk, or he would simply pull up from 30. During this period, Allen averaged 21.6 points per game, with a career high in the 2006-2007 NBA season of 26.7 points per game. Vince Carter.
He's got it. Carter drops. Oh! Big finish.
VC3 played for the Toronto Raptors, the New Jersey Nets, and the Orlando Magic in this 10-year period. He is often considered the best dunker of all time, but he was also a solid ball handler and a solid shooter. During this period, VC3 averaged 22.8 points per game, with his career high being 27.6 points per game in the 2000-2001 NBA season. Paul Pierce.
Pierce driving on Stoudemire, the jumper, yes!
He's considered one of the greatest Celtics of all time. He's also considered one of the clutchest players of all time and often beat up on emerging superstars such as LeBron, Melo, and Wade. During this 10-year period with Boston, Pierce averaged 23.22 points per game with a career high of 26.8 points per game in the 2005-2006 NBA season. Tracy Mcgrady. T-Mac spent these 10 years with Orlando and Houston and was often the most feared player to play against. McGrady dominated the NBA during this period, and he had one of the best comebacks in NBA history when he scored 13 points in 35 seconds to beat Tim Duncan's San Antonio Spurs.
Here's McGrady for all over. McGrady foul is picked up. Yes. A potential 4-point run. Tracy McGrady overboard for three. Yes. Yes. Tracy McGrady cuts it to his 2-point. No timeouts remaining. McGrady for the win. Yes.
During this 10-year period, Tracy McGrady averaged 23.6 points per game with a career high of 31.1 points per game in the 2002-2003 NBA season. Dirk Nowitzki.
Nowitzki one-on-one with Anthony. Holds the ball, puts up a tough shot. Passes around.
Often considered one of the best foreign players of all time, Dirk was the definition of unguardable. If he got you in the low post, you had no chance because he would spin and stick his knee out to protect his body. This was known as his infamous high knee fadeaway. Dirk averaged 24.4 points per game with a career high of 26.6 points per game in the 2005-2006 NBA season. Carmelo Anthony.
Anthony for three, puts it in, Knicks by one.
Drafted in 2003, Melo, along with his three other draft mates, LeBron James, Dwyane Wade, and Chris Bosh, were considered the future of the NBA. Carmelo is one of the clutchest players of all time, but he's also one of the best scorers of all time due to the fact that he can score in any way imaginable. During the 7-year period, Carmelo averaged 25 points per game with a career high of 29 points per game in the 2006-2007 NBA season. Dwyane Wade.
Look out, Stoudemire on the pick and roll. Blocked by Wade. This is good if it goes. Yes!
Also known as the Flash, took the NBA with storm and was the first of the new era, Wade, LeBron, Melo, and Bosh, to win an NBA championship. In his prime, he was the best player in the world for nearly 5 years in a row. No matter who or what you threw at him, he would pick apart the defense and score. During this 7-year period, Wade averaged 25.18 points per game with a career high of 30.2 points per game in the 2008-2009 NBA season. Allen Iverson.
Iverson stole the ball. And he scores.
Remember how I said Dirk was virtually unguardable? Well, try to imagine a 6 foot, 160 pound man playing among giants. but somehow, some way still dominate the NBA. Iverson's handles were so deadly that the NBA had to change the rules to help defenders. Technically, they changed it because palming is technically carrying. However, I personally believe they changed it to try and help defenders. During this 10-year period, AI averaged 26.42 points per game with a career high of 31.4 points per game in the 2001-2002 NBA season. LeBron James.
Chase. LeBron comes away with it. Hold on. Oh, boy.
Being thrown into the spotlight since high school, LeBron James is one of the hardest players to defend because of his strength and freakish athletic ability. He would rip players' hearts out of their soul when he would posterize them. During the 7-year period, LeBron averaged 27.84 points per game with a career high of 30.1 points per game in the 2007-2008 NBA season. Kobe Bryant.
2.5.
I don't think there's any surprise here, whether it is him dropping 81 or scoring 50 points 4 straight games in a row. Kobe would absolutely destroy opponents, making him one of the most feared players to guard on this list during this 10-year period, in which he averaged 28.4 points per game with a career high of 35.4 points per game in the 2005-2006 NBA season. So there you go. There are your top 10 scores of the 2000s. In the comment section below, let me know what video you want to see next. Any idea, you just let me know and I'll make the video for you guys. Anyway, thank you for watching, and as always, stay awesome and keep moving forward.